exclusively when it ends.
Plus the evidence that Elvis Presley is still alive. From lie detectors to voice analysis to photographic evidence, the test results are in. Fox 8 News at 10 starts now.
Coming up, he says Elvis Presley is alive, and he can prove it. Tonight, the story all Cleveland is talking about takes a brand new twist. From the lie detector to the handwriting analysis, the results of the Elvis evidence are in. Plus, he's charged.
Well, a doctor claims that Elvis Presley is alive, and tonight we put his so-called proof through scientific testing. Coming up, proof positive, or is it just photographic fakes? Hear what the experts at Kodak are revealing about this king-sized controversy.
Plus, a high-speed chase comes to...
Hope that happens. Well, it's the talk of Northeast Ohio tonight. A doctor's claim that he is treating Elvis Presley.
Is Elvis Presley alive?
Absolutely. I would testify it in a court of law.
Coming up, from lie detector to handwriting analysis, we test the doctor's evidence and then reveal the results.
Plus, controversy of high school cheer. Thank you.
Thanks.
Is there photographic proof that Elvis Presley is still alive? Coming up, what do the experts at Kodak say about this photo taken after Elvis's death? We have the test results, including a lie detector on the doctor who claims he is treating the king.
Plus, the Austin Powers exclusive straight from the...
Good to know, David.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Dave. Well, 2 minutes from right now, the Elvis test results are revealed. Coming up, this doctor claims that Elvis Presley is still alive. From handwriting analysis to those lie detectors and the testing there, we put his evidence through scientific testing.
Plus, the high school cheerleader uniform controversy.
And welcome back, everybody, on this night of our focus on Elvis Presley. Sky Fox, appropriately enough, is at the Hard Rock Cafe. Maybe you've been inside there to see some of that wonderful Elvis memorabilia that's aboard the Hard Rock. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Tonight, the incredible follow-up to this story that has all of Cleveland talking. A doctor does claim that Elvis Presley is still alive, and he says he can prove it. Well, tonight we take him up on that challenge.
Yeah, he's already shared intimate secrets of Elvis's alleged fake death. Tonight, Fox 8 News reporter Suzanne Stratford tells us what evidence experts have to say now about the doctor's incredible claims.
That's right, because the doctor is so credible, he's easy to believe, and he does claim that Elvis is in fact his patient. He already told us about the magazines and the movies that seem to hold clues and support his claims, but we wanted real evidence, so we put his claims to the test.
Elvis Presley, rock legend. Legendary death. That's if he died.
Is Elvis Presley alive?
Absolutely. I would testify it in a court of law.
Dr. Donald Hinton's a Kansas City MD and board-certified psychiatrist who insists he's treating the king.
I would never treat anyone without seeing them eye to eye. And it is truly Elvis Aaron Presley. There's absolutely no doubt.
Some of the claims we've heard before. The medical examiner's report, purposely incomplete, insurance policies left uncashed, an unsigned will, and a body in a coffin that appeared to be sweating, possibly made of wax.
His hairline looked as if it had been a hairpiece, something glued on.
There were a lot of comments about, it just didn't look like Elvis Presley.
From the beginning, family members questioned the death. Dr. Hinton now confirms their suspicions.
Amazing grace. The colonel said that he had some powerful friends in Las Vegas that could pull it off.
Hinton says Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, arranged the hoax, that Elvis was given an injection to only appear dead.
The colonel told Elvis that in doing this, meaning in faking his death, that the colonel would make more money off of this than Elvis made in his entire lifetime. He felt that if he didn't escape, that he would literally be dead within a year.
What about now?
He suffers a lot of pain and he suffers a lot of depression.
Hinton claims there's proof. Where else?
I'm going to Graceland, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, I'm going to Graceland.
The biggest clue that Elvis is still alive is right here at Graceland. In fact, they say it's written all over his tombstone.
His middle name is spelled A-R-O-N with one A.
The best-known conspiracy theory out there is the misspelling of Elvis's name on his grave. For the first time, Hinton explains why.
Because he didn't want his full real name on a grave that he was not in.
It's been the most well-kept secret.
Jerry Presley's a second cousin. He speaks of a snapshot, not a theory, but documented evidence that Elvis might be here.
I met him in Springfield, Missouri, and he had a very convincing story and photographs of Elvis Presley sitting at the gravesite.
The picture was taken 6 months after Elvis's death by a businessman. When the film was developed, it took his breath away.
My God, I had Elvis Presley sitting in the doorway, looking out at the fans walking past his grave.
Kodak determined that the film was not tampered with. Watch what happens when we scanned the photo onto our computer.
So obviously right there in front of your face.
Graceland firmly denies it's Elvis.
We firmly believe that there are plenty of friends and family members who believe that as well, that person who died on August 16th was Elvis.
The screen door has been replaced with a metal door, and the windows are now permanently closed. And there's more.
Elvis went to visit his friend Muhammad Ali.
This 1982 UPI press photo was taken when Muhammad Ali discovered he had Parkinson's disease.
When they weren't expecting any press, the picture was taken and Elvis closed his eyes.
UPI has no record of the photograph, but we confirmed it was printed in several newspapers, including the Cincinnati Post.
It was basically covered up by the estate.
Dr. Hinton claims the King co-authored this book to expose the truth.
For his own personal reasons, 2002 is the year that he has chosen to let the world know that he is still here.
The book is a collection of letters allegedly written by Elvis. We took them to Mary Kelly, a leading forensic document examiner and researcher.
These are supposed to be 5 original letters.
Mary compared the letters to this known writing, a published letter written to President Richard Nixon in 1972.
I examined each of the letters using the microscope. I then also did an intercomparison to ensure that you were looking at really only one writer.
Mary found strong similarities with the signature and the letters I and T.
The capital letter I resembles a 9. I actually phoned a colleague of mine in Tennessee to see if that was some class characteristic that was taught in a writing system in the South.
Other letters like the Y were different.
If you're going to go to the trouble of imitating someone's writing, why aren't you going to get it right? As of right now, I couldn't reach a conclusion. I couldn't say that they were the same writer, and I certainly couldn't say that they weren't the same writer.
I'll remember you.
In the book, Dr. Hinton claims to have a picture of Elvis now. It was allegedly taken in 1997 during a visit with Lisa Marie and her son Benji. We compared it to other photographs. The body and shoulders appear similar. Look at the jawline, the cheekbones and the eyes, even the nose. And the boy does appear to resemble this picture of Benji. We sent the picture to 3 top biometric labs in New York and Massachusetts. Biometric facial scans recently determined that this woman was the girl pictured in this National Geographic magazine years ago. They tried to scan our picture, but unfortunately it was too grainy.
You can tell that that is Elvis Aaron Presley.
Linda Felix Johnson's another alleged friend.
But he doesn't look the way we expect him to look.
Remember, we didn't age with him.
This is really for real. If he wishes that I take a lie detector test or submit to any type of examination, I would be more than happy to do that.
Lie detection is Al Sterwich's specialty.
It goes up in the crescendo.
As a certified audio stress analyst and a vice president for Diogenes Incorporated, Al has analyzed thousands of people. He tested Linda and Dr. Hinton for us.
I can say that within about a 98% degree of certainty, Dr. Hinton and Linda Felix Johnson were telling the truth.
These graphs represent Dr. Hinton's responses. Peaks, referred to as Christmas trees, represent truthfulness. On each question, Dr. Hinton appears to be honest.
Some of the questions I asked him, I said, is Elvis alive?
Was he truthful?
Yes.
Al asked Hinton if he wrote the book looking for money. His answer?
No, and he was very truthful on that.
After several hours of questioning, Al believes a lot more than just Hinton's sincerity.
Do you think he's alive?
Yes, I do.
Do you feel as though you'll be vindicated?
This is not a trick. This is not a hoax. It's just the absolute truth.
As for a comeback, the only one planned is coming back from the dead.
although he does still sing.
That voice of his has not left. It is there, and it is beautiful.
He's so focused on his own religion and spirituality and what he feels he must do before he truly passes from this earth.
Now, of course, the only conclusive evidence would be DNA. Now, the doctor and the alleged Elvis have agreed to take a DNA test for us. We are in the process of gathering those samples. Also, our handwriting expert, Mary Kelly, says she will continue to pour through those letters because there are so many. She believes it will take her much longer than a week to determine whether or not it is, in fact, the same writer. So we'll be waiting on that. Also, if you would like more information on this, log on to our website. We have direct connections to two websites that will give you lots more information, including the website that Dr. Hinton has set up.
You know, and besides the DNA, the most conclusive evidence would be if they would agree to exhume the wax body, if it is indeed a wax body.
But they won't. That's the interesting question. I've had a lot of questions. People ask me, do you think he's alive? What have you seen? I can honestly say I've seen a lot of information on one side, perhaps that he is alive, but absolutely nothing from the other side to prove he's dead.
When you say he travels, he could be watching us right now.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's
All righty.
fascinating.
Thank you, Suzanne.